Greetings folks, Flying Doctor here. Now we are looking at the missions for the HEMS 145 by High Performance Group, but I'm a little bit distracted at the moment because I've been able to have a look round some of the views inside the heli itself, and well, what a splendid gentleman we have here with possibly the best sort of 5 o'clock shadow in the world. Well, actually it's there all the time really, but I'm amazed by that. I'm really not sure what the monitor's saying and whether anyone can be alive with that kind of readout, but that's something else. I'm not a medical expert. Lovely to see these guys just here, just behind us. There we are. How you doing, chaps? You all right? You okay? Yeah? They're very serious, these guys. I just don't really say much at all. And Roger is at the front. However, we are going to be looking, yes, at a range of hoisting and landing the helicopter to pick up patients and the like. And Roger, I'm afraid, yes, last time we had some problems, didn't we? We talked about it. We had some chafing in some rather private places. Well, this time we're going to test your bowels out. Now, I'm sorry, folks. I know that you think that this is a flight sim channel, and it is. But, you know, some things in life aren't a simulation. And, Roger, yeah, how are your bowels doing? We've done your undercarriage the other day. How's your bowels? Make sure you look out for anything a little bit weird and untowards. And, yeah. Anyway, folks, I'll get going and we'll test Roger out, and hopefully we won't give him that. Welcome to the Flying Doctor channel. So, hi folks, yes, we're in the HEMS variant. Things getting a little bit easier for us now because I'm covering some ground that I've covered before. We've looked at hoisting casualties and transporting casualties before, but this is an opportunity for me to take a look at how things have developed. We'll move straight on to map and missions to see what we've got in front of us, and I will click on my mission library and we'll see what has changed here. Now we've still got Aerosoft North Sea. I will have a look at one of these later again, see if that's developed a bit more, but we've got HPG Missions HEMS and missions offshore as well, so a wide range here. I'm just wondering if the functionality will be a little bit different. So let's have a look at HEMS first. Don't forget, yes, we will look at multiplayer later. We will look at connector scenario. It's on my PC, but I'm just interested to see how these individual missions are shaping up within the tablet themselves. If we click on that, and suddenly we see we've got a much wider selection of options. Let's just work through these quickly. Airport, hospital, patient transfer. If I click on that, we'll see what happens. Okay, fixed wing air ambulances delivered a patient to the airport. Your job is to fly to the airport, pick up the patient, then transport them to a new hospital. So fly to an airport, pick up the patient. We'll see what's going to happen here because we're at an airport. Let's just close that screen. Wait for crew to load patient. I did set up on here that mission waiting time, it obviously resets here, so mission waiting time should be low. Fortunately, I'm able to pause it. There we are. There's our patient coming. Seems to have sort of appeared rather miraculously from the middle of a field, but I'm not going to complain as they load the patient on. Back in he comes. There we are. Not much climbing there, but that'll do me. It's just functional really. So the message I get here is to select a hospital on the map. That's not the same as a helipad. Made that mistake before, but it means I've got to scroll out and find a hospital. There we are. There's a nice blue one there, blue one there, so that's what we're looking for. And remember to zoom in nice and tight, otherwise it may well miss it. There we go. Let's just click that there. Okay, and we can, that's very quick, isn't it? We can accept the destination up here. Excellent news. And it's saying fly to the hospital. Oh, look, and it's even given me a route there. So if we just zoom out, we can find, have we got a route? Yes, we have got a route here. So, all right, that's a added bonus, problem free. Once again, helpful to see that the route is automatically planned into the flight management system. There we go. So once we get up in the air, we're able to couple nice and quickly, should we want to do that. We're also getting a nice little alert down here, just it's 5.3 nautical miles away, which is really helpful to know. And once again, if you're new watching, automatically loaded in to the navigation display. You've got nav D that we're not showing. This is nav D, would be nav D, has further navigational detail, fuel amount remaining on the bottom, and DMAP doesn't have that information, gives you a few more options. Your destination's up on the left here. You can use whichever one that you prefer. One gives you slightly more information than another, depending of course what you're looking for. Don't forget also you can click on the map here within the PMS50's GTN 750. That will automatically, if it's in the FMS, it will give you a route automatically using the PMS50, which has got more functionality. And on the left hand side here, for example, we can look at terrain or what is already displayed there. We could also look at weather if we wanted it. So there we are. So yeah, let's get going then. Not expecting there to be any problems with this really, because I've seen it work before, but it's just refreshing to see so much new stuff added. Okay, I'm already picking up a flare in the distance, which is suggesting to me this is yeah, really working very smoothly indeed. There's the flare there. Concentrating as usual, sorry. Yeah, well, down we go. Okay, so we're saying, been told to place the engines to idle. So we'll do that. So let's just undo the hooks here. Again, I'm doing this for folks that are new, if you've not seen this before. So just, sorry about that, just move down here. One engine to idle, second one to idle, middle setting there. And we'll just wait our time. And then the patient should get unloaded. We can have a look at that. Perhaps see that happening. Oh, there he is, getting out the front. Why isn't the guy in the back doing the back doors anyway? So here we are. I know, go around with lots of fancy graphics and get up nice and close. And yeah, I would enjoy doing that. But on the other hand, the point of this is just to look at the functionality of what we've got here, and just to make sure that we're all working okay. There we are, he's out. So there we are, we've dropped the patient off, and I'm wondering what happens next. Just taking his time. Or her time, really. There we are. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, we're in. Let's just see how long that takes. Okay, mission complete. So we've simply done that. Excellent. So we've transported a patient from the airport to the hospital. That'll do me. And if we submit report, that should appear within the Hype Operations Centre. That's mission number 1. And here we are. Let's go to HEMS again. Airplane crash emergency rescue. Airplanes crashed on the runway at a local airport. Fly to the airport, pick up patients injured in the crash, transport patients to a nearby hospital. All right, okay. Let's do that. Fly to the airport. There it is. There's the airport where we're coming from. But we'll just see if we get an indication on that. Yes, it takes its time, but there we are. We've got everything that we had before. So this is looking pretty straightforward. Up we go. Oh, big mistake. Big mistake. When you do that, so as well to know, make sure you put your engines back onto full power. There we are, silly me. There you go. Right, you wouldn't be saying that if you're in a real thing. There we are. If we go, we'll just wait for this power to come up here. At the top, there we are. We're ready now. Okay. There, up we go. So you've got quite a clear red flare here. Don't know if you can see that. I'll zoom in once again for you. There it is. Is that the airplane over there? Yeah, what's interesting is I'm going to overfly this. And I'm not going to make any comment on the scenery because I'm not interested in the scenery at the moment. I'm more interested, as one car drives through another, I'm more interested in this actual scene here and what things look like on the ground with the, because the point of this is flying a mission. can worry about the scenery later. So I can see some vehicles obviously on the runway. I'm interested to hear what's going to happen, whether I needed to fly right and land right next to the flare, or whether I needed to just come up to here. Whoops, we'll go up here. Right, let's have a look. So we have got a plane. It's not looking too good. Obviously seeing here, you know, one of the things that these missions do inadvertently is that they do train you very quickly in controlling at low level flight and landing as well. So we'll just land here. Just on a cushion of air there. There we go. We'll put the engines to idle and just see what happens here once again. There we go. Have a look around. Tempted to have a little explore using the showcase camera actually. Let's have a look at some of these models, see what we've got here. I have to admit I'm quite new to this. Is he looking right at me? Is that all you're going to do, mate? Are you going to? Yeah, that's all you're going to do. You're not going to go near this thing here. Yeah, that model's not quite looking right, but it'll do me. Now you're going to go in now. You're going to evaporate in. Okay, I'll get in. Select hospital on the map. Okay, so we've done one. I wonder if we can just select another. Let's just go right in here and see. So select a nearby hospital on the map. Where am I? There I am. Any up this way? No, not my luck. I don't want to go back to the same one, really. Let's try this one here. St Joseph Hospital. Let's go there. Accept that as a destination. Fly to the hospital. Wonder if we'll get a helipad marker there. We can. Don't forget, we can look at the map layers. I can get a satellite image and could probably see whether we've actually got a proper helipad. I've shown this before when we zoom in. There we are. Let's get in there. Now, I must apologise, folks, if you're getting lots of taps. Here we are. They should have a proper helipad there. There it is. Because I've been trying to sort out the volume on the videos. And it's obviously picking up also my mouse clicks as well, but never mind. Hope you're all right with that. Okay, so fly to the hospital. Well, let's just zoom out then. Same as before. This looks a bit tricky here. Just taking a good look here and seeing where I can put it. Yeah, there is a house on the helipad. I'm pretty confident in that. But let's see if we can just land down here. Come across these trees. In behind this building here. There we go. up. Right, okay. And press engines to idle as usual. Let's get them down there. And on there. My guess is the mission will be over. I'm intrigued as to why photogrammetry, why there's a building stuck on a helipad. But I'll leave that for later. Oh, coming back now, okay. Okay, that's one, another one completed, so that's great. We'll submit that report. Back to the mission library here. Rescue fuel station file. Try that one then. Okay. Obviously a serious explosion at a fire station. Fly to the fuel station, pick up the patient, deliver them to a nearby hospital. Okay. Right, this is all going very swimmingly well. I don't want it anything more than 1 to 3 kilometres away. So there we are, there's our dispatch coming right through now. That's nice and quick, like that. Accept the dispatch, yes, off we go. Okay, we'll have another look at that one. There we are, so remember to pop our engines back on. We're up to full power now. We'll be able to call on full power. Up we go. Oh, bit wobbly. And across. Now this is only 1.6 mile away, so I'm interested to know how I'm going to find this. And I've got no flare at the moment to tell me. At least not one I can see. So I'm going to try and find where the accident scene is. We should be practically over it now. Like right now. Switch to hoisting. Oh, I see. So it's wanting us to hoist. Well, hang on a sec here. I'm not in a position to do anything. And I want to get a good look at the scene first. Okay, I'm just gonna, there we are, let's just go lower. It's asking me to switch to hoisting, there we go. Presumably it knows something that I don't about where, that is very close. I'm just looking to the left here on where these, and they're already out the door. Sorry, I should have been a lot quicker than that off the mark. Crew is being hoisted down. Oh, there is a fire inside a building-y thing there. I have to say, if I were the crew being hoisted down, I wouldn't be that impressed. So I had no idea where that was, apart from I could see and make judgments from the crosshairs. There is an ambulance there. It's easy to miss, and it'd been easy to miss that fire there. I am holding this, by the way, entirely manually. I'm looking at the altitude is probably too high, so let's just go down again. Let's go down, and what we'll do is we'll hover at very low height. There we go. Oh, so we've managed to get over the casualties. A bit haphazard, that one. We managed to get over the casualty, hoist them up. Didn't even see the casualty come in, but we're off to select a nearby hospital on the map. And go to this one here, Mad River Community Hospital. So my sort of feeling about that last one was it wasn't particularly involved. We may as well couple this actually. Wasn't particularly as involved as it could have been. You just, as long as you flew over, and on that particular example, it didn't even get to the centre of the crosshairs. But as long as you flew over, and you're within range in terms of height, it would pick somebody up immediately. So I'm not quite sure about that one. Well, it's quite surprising for me to suggest that it would be good if it was more involved, given how hard it is in the first place to actually master the H145. That looks like a baseball pitch, to be honest. That was the helipad we've seen before. That will make it just down here, somewhere nearby. There we go. Message we got, yeah, place the engines to idle as usual. So that's working. To go and do that. Yeah, once again, good news. That one's completed successfully as well. Submit that report, and then see where we're going. Go to mission library, and so rescue hospital patient transfer. That seems like there's no reason. We've done all these: rescue nearby Gulf accident anywhere, nearby mountain accident, nearby road accident. So we've done all these, but suffice to say, I'm seeing all of these operating really well thus far. I've got no reason to suspect that there's a problem elsewhere with any of these. So these working really, really well indeed. Okay, let's just move on. I am interested to see whether we've got any offshore that we can do. HEMS oil rig medevac. I think we're obviously going to need some oil rig nearby. What's it say here? Legacy. So that's not quite going to work. So we'll abort that mission. HEMS again offshore wind float. That'll be legacy as well. We know that. There's been a severe injury to the worker, or maybe it's not a wind float installation. Fly there and pick them up and deliver them to a nearby hospital back on shore. So I need to download the scenery for that, as we know. So that's okay. That's okay as far as I'm concerned. But certainly it looks like the HEMS missions look really good. What I want to do is just one more, and I'll do it manually. Any rescue anywhere, you pick locations. I've not seen that before. This mission contains no briefing. Fly to the accident scene. Do I have a place where the scene is? No, this is going to take me right across America. So that one's not working. The abort mission there. Rescue anywhere, you pick locations. Right, I was wondering if just have a look around here and just see whether we can pick a different custom location. So if we zoom in like we did before, sorry, zooming in on the mouse. If we zoom in like we did before, can we pick a simple custom location? And then will it give us an option what to do? There we are. Let's just put a let's see what happens now if we click anywhere on the map like we did before. So if I click here, unknown name, no, open location. So this doesn't seem to be working, this one, but we'll test the other ones. We have had a look at some of these other models before. We'll have a look at, go back to the HEMS, we'll have a look at a nearby road accident, shall we? Now will that be a pickup? Pick up the injured and take them to a nearby hospital. I'm not going to do that actually. Well, let's go for a mountain one. I'm just thinking, is there something where I can use the hoist and I can do it manually? Let's just have a look here. HEMS, nearby mountain accident. Now what were we doing there? Flight is going to pick up the hiker. Well, take him to the hospital. Is this going to be a winch job? I'm not sure. There we are, start and destination. There we go. So we're not that far. So accept dispatch. Okay, we've got to fly to the accident scene, which means that we've got to get these engines on full power, or ready to take full power. And I am rocking all over the place here, and I don't know why. But we'll just get a hold of what's going on. Just says door open, hoist standby. I am going to push this on to hover to make it easier. So hoist can go onto manual. Let's see what we need to do. Switch to hoisting. So the first thing we need to do is get back. It says crew is being hoisted down already, so that manual bit's not working here. Just watching the ball. So we're somewhere away right now. Crew is ready to be hoisted down. Right, okay, so I think I've got a handle on keeping the target as close to the centre as I can. So we've got hoisting up the crew and patients somehow. They're coming up. Well, I'm not really sure, but I'm confident exactly what I did right there, apart from work out that obviously we needed to hover over the target. I tried to switch to manual but struggled in manual just to do too much really at the same time. I'm sure I could find a combination of buttons to do that, but effectively managed to complete the mission, managed to go somewhere, managed to hover over right, but yeah, not really convinced at all. Now we've got the command to select hospital on the map. We'll do that. We'll accept that as a destination and we'll fly there then. Press engines to idle. So I'm not expecting anything else apart from it to end as it did before, but we will just have another look at the options before us. Okay folks, HPG Missions Aerosoft North Sea was one thing that we couldn't really look at before because we were in the States when we were flying around, but now I've landed on one of the Aerosoft helipads and I'm thinking it might be possible to look at doing a medical evacuation and just seeing what's going on. So just click on that one first, see what comes up. Something's gone very wrong on an offshore platform. You're judged to fly there and pick up a patient who was injured, transport the patient to a hospital. Now if I click 1 to 3, I have got somewhere immediately that I could go to. Bear that in mind. It's going to go to a local hospital to the coast, so it's exactly the same principle as before, but let's just abort that and see which other ones of these are alive. Medical evacuation ship. Again, something's gone wrong with the ship. Fly to the ship, pick somebody up, go to hospital. Let's just have a look at that. 1 to 3. So data query, return no results. Mission cannot continue. I'm wondering, is that because there is no ship within 1 to 3 kilometres? Let's just have a look then and try again. So let's medical evacuation ship. And let's shut that off there. 5 to 10 kilometres. No, we've not got any ships around. Okay, not quite sure what's going on here, but we'll give it another look. Abort it again. Can I get the ship one to work? If I'm prepared to fly everywhere. 10 to 25. Yes, I can. So it just depends where the ship would be located. And I have got a destination here as well, so I'm just going to zoom in. Oh yeah, and it's it's quite clear really. Headed towards the mainland anyway, so we could accept that. Dispatch looks really interesting, this. I will try one of them and we'll just see what's what, but let's just have a look first and see what is possible. So Aerosoft North Sea. What about the wind farm substation? Is that going to be workable? Okay, offshore wind farm installation, jobs to fly there. Let's just have a look. There's loads of them around here, but I don't think anything's between 1 to 3 kilometres. And perhaps I shouldn't be surprised because look at all these coming up on the map here. I can't, although I've got lots of rigs or platforms, I've not necessarily got wind farms. So let's just have another go at this, another stab at this one, shall we? Let's just go and abort it and then try again. Aerosoft North Sea, wind farm substation. There we go there. Let's try 5 to 10 kilometres. No, I'm quite surprised at that. I don't know, there were much more. Perhaps I wonder if there's more to the south here that you can see. Oh, what are these here? These are not quite sure what these are. What does that say? That's an oil platform, is it? And what's this then? I don't know. Gas? Not sure. Well, we're getting into stuff we don't necessarily need to worry about at the moment. Let's abort that one. Try a little bit long further there. Wind farm substation. Up again. There we are. 10 to 25. No. Okay, I bought that. Aerosoft North Sea, windfarm substation. There we go. Let's try a farthest one, 10 to 70. No, so we can't find a wind farm near here. Between 10 and 70 kilometres. Not entirely convinced, because I seem to remember quite a few around here. That's what are these little. Okay, there's wind farm there. There we go. That'll be a wind farm. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but this is much further ahead than we were before. So I think that's a really good idea. Let's just pop back. I bought the mission. Let's go to Aerosoft North Sea again. Sorry, medical evacuation. Let's try a platform evacuation, because I know there's plenty of platforms around. Let's try 1 to 3 kilometres. Let's accept the dispatch wherever that is. I can't actually see where it is because I am too far zoomed out at the moment. Where am I? Yeah, I'm over here. Okay, right. And let's just see what we've got to do. So we've got hoisting. We're looking to hoist somebody off. Fly to the exit. Oh, great. That's going to make my day, isn't it? But we'll have a go at this. Okay, let's just see what we can do. I'm interested here because the pathway is looking, well, it's going north. Well, let's have a look. So if we turn this around to follow the aircraft, what have we got? No. Map orientation. Yeah, we're straight across, straight up here. So we look above there. I reckon that's where we're going. Okay, let's give it a whiz then and just see what occurs. Okay, we'll have a bit more power. There we go. Off we go here. No, not that direction. We want to be going around this way. Now this has come up with a helipad. I don't like the look of this straight away. We'll come around, no rush. Come around. I've got an option to switch to hoisting, but why would I do that when I can land? Let's just see what we can do here. Concentrating, sorry. You know me. Okay, let's settle that down there then. Okay, we're down, not pretty. So we've flown to the accident scene. It wanted us to hoist. But we can, if we switch to hoisting, I'm pretty sure that we'll get rid of somebody. But should we do that, or should we go up and try and hoist? Let's actually go up and try and hoist, so we can sort of just practice that being right. As soon as it lifts off, I'm going to put it into, there we go, hover mode. There we are. Oh look, there's our casualty. What is that casualty doing? Mate, are they having some kind of, have you got a levitation problem? Really? Come on. Well, okay, well, I'm not going to complain. It's a casualty. They all coming and... Okay. Well, I'm a bit lost here. I wonder what it's saying in terms of hoisting. Let's just have a look here. This is completely new to me. Right, okay. I'm still flying. I'm at the accident scene. Switch to hoisting. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Oh, Q is being hoisted down, even though we're nowhere near the target. Look at this at the top here. But I don't really want to get any closer because of this shenanigans. Crew operations apparently are in progress. Well, there's our crew. Are you in progress, mate? How's it going there? Yeah. No sign that the winch has been deployed and it was on auto. Oh, that's a nice picture. Save that for the thumbnail. Any chance we're actually going to... What do you want to go lower? Is that the issue? We're under 300 feet. Let's just have a look in here. Well, we're practically on top of the platform, so we'll just wait, shall we? How long do we wait for? Oh, hover. Hoist up the crew impatient. Okay, in fairness. Oh, look. That's a cool. We can see the LCD screen behind him. Yeah. Have you got a problem, mate? Do you, we'll talk about... There we are. We got anyone on the end of this? Yeah, we do. Pretty. There we go. And then we're off to hospital. I guess. Select a hospital on the map. God, you'll be lucky. Be miles away. Let's see if I can find a hospital. Oh, there's one here. Okay. I'm going to cheat here. I'm not actually going to fly into the hospital. I'm just going to assume that, just like the other journeys, that this is going to work as soon as we get there. As long as I'm interested to see, can we accept destination? Yes. Do we get a course to it? I'll be surprised if we don't yet. There it is. Fly to the hospital. It's not giving me the range, actually. Usually it would. Let's try nav D here. Have we got a range? Is that 57.8? 60 nautical miles there. Yeah, 57.8 down there. So that's a fair way for us to fly. But I'm reasonably confident, given everything I've seen, that actually that would work. So anyway, folks, that's a beautiful model there. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed that. Nice one to end with. So good bit of functionality in the H145 missions for the HEMS. Good bit of good lot of focus and increase in capacity there. So yeah, really good. Enjoy, take care, stay safe, and don't forget, if you enjoyed what you saw, do subscribe. It means a lot. Take care. And just a brief comment, or just abort that. So in other words, the HEMS look very full. We've tested some of these before. Some of the early ones looked a lot better as well. There could always be improvements to graphics, but looks to be a really good work in progress, this addition to the whole of the library section. Aerosoft North Sea we've looked at before. Mixed success there, although we looked at it in the offshore variant and it was possible to pick up objects and transport them, and to also pick up passengers. My guess is in this we might actually find it, I'm not sure, a medical evacuation platform ship, but we'll have a look at that perhaps later. Interesting to see that, yes, it is loading up as usual, so yeah, quite encouraged by that. But I think not a bad addition. This thing looks a lot fuller than it was before, and to an extent we've come across the errors and we know that the errors are accounted for. So yeah, but good to see this kind of list here well populated and operating well. Okay, thanks a lot folks, take care, stay safe.